Tinny from Minibull Design, and today I got my new RC helicopter. It's a Chinook cargo chopper, and it's, I think, 18 inches tip to tip. Has two sets of blades on it, and from what I can determine is basically designed to fly outside on a dead calm day. It's really, with me, not controllable enough to fly inside unless I was in an auditorium or a basketball court, but maybe if you were skilled enough. Now, there was a couple of things about this I found out, if anybody is going to buy one, is it has trim buttons on it for forward and backwards and left and spin right. The only way I've been able to fly it and have any forward speed is to trim it so that it's trimmed to fly forward, and then when you go to take off, it tends to lift the tail first. When on takeoff, I hold back stick on it to get the takeoff level. That way when I let go of the stick, it's flying forward a little bit, so to hover I have to hold back stick. If I trim it to hover, then when I push forward stick, I have no forward motion. That's just, once you get used to that and figure it out, it's okay. Then when you're flying it, basically all you're doing is two things. One is controlling the elevation with the left stick, which, by the way, doesn't lock. If you let go of it, it goes bam, right down to zero. And using the right stick to control the nose, to keep it in a straight line, because this thing is a lot like trying to push a chain. It's really hard to keep it in a straight line. But it's a fairly high quality machine, and I'm quite impressed with it for the money. If anything at all about it I don't like is the owner's manual is written in textbook English by a person who, I'm guessing, by a Chinese person who studied English. And I think you guys know how this reads. I don't need to read anything out of it. But yeah, you really got to read it 4 or 5 times, and then I'm still not sure what they're talking about. So once this charges up, I'm going to try to get some footage of it here flying. I don't know whether I can or not because I don't have a cameraman. That means I'm going to be flying it and trying to get it close enough in the right area so the camera can see it. Good luck with that, right? So I'll turn the camera back on when this thing's charged up and we'll see if we can crash it. The cord that comes with it doesn't pull out far enough to charge it with the chopper laying on its landing gear. I don't know why they did that, but they did. And you can see, I'm trying to get this. Now another odd thing is this doesn't have any swash plates. So the only way you can really fly it is forward and backwards and spin. There is no left or right drift. It doesn't work that way. No swash plates. How it works is you vary the speed on the front and back rotor, and that will give you forward and reverse. And if you want to turn spin left to spin right, it does the same thing, changes the speed of the rotors to get spin left and spin right. So there is no sideways motion on it, which makes it a little odd to fly, to say the least. There, that wasn't too bad. Okay guys, one of the things I learned about this time is, see this antenna? It came with it wrapped around the landing gear or wherever. I found out that I had a lot better luck, and it seemed to be much more responsive and not be prone to go Mustang every now and then if I left the antenna drooping below it. I think what was happening was sometimes I'd be flying and all of a sudden it would kind of have a life of its own. I think it was getting, I had it wrapped up around here and I think it was getting feedback from one of the motors. So I would recommend just letting it hang down below the machine when it's flying. Second thing is, you get maybe an 8-minute flight on a battery, but it takes like an hour to completely charge it. So that's something to think about too. And the battery is kind of built into it, so you can't just pop it out and pop another one in. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a really great day and try to have some fun today. Bye-bye. Just a second.